Welcome back to my kitchen. Today we will be making a blueberry cheesecake pound cake, and this recipe today is dedicated to a very special young lady. Miss Gilbert, this is for you. A little birdie by the name of Valerie told me that you love blueberries, and not only that, but that you will be celebrating your 89th birthday on next month. So let me be the first to say happy early birthday to you. I'm sending you birthday blessings and love. What a blessing it is to have lived 89 years, and you're 89 years young, I'm sure. And I just pray that you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. Thank you so much for supporting my channel, and I hope that you enjoy your special day. Now let's get to baking this blueberry cheesecake pound cake. The ingredients that we're going to need to make this pound cake, we'll be using Swans down cake flour, 3 cups, ½ teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then we have this cheesecake Jello pudding, and it is a 3.4 ounce box. So I have this pudding, the salt, and the baking powder already in my 3 cups of flour, okay? The Swans down comes already pre-sifted, but once I add those extra ingredients, I like to sift one more time. So this is flour, salt, baking powder, and the cheesecake Jello pudding in here. Then we're going to need 3 cups of sugar. We have 1 cup of milk that is room temperature. I have 5 eggs here that I've already cracked, 5 large eggs, and they are also room temperature. We have 3 sticks of butter here. That's room temperature. And for the extracts, I'm going to use about a tablespoon of vanilla. I'm also going to add a little bit of my cream bouquet. You guys, I get questions about this all the time. It's like a bakery in a bottle. It's so bakery-ish. That's what it reminds me of. I think it sort of has a citrusy undertone, but it just, to me, gives you so much flavor to, oh my goodness, the pound cakes. I love it. Now, I'm also going to add a little bit of lemon oil. And the reason I'm adding lemon oil is because it helps to bring out or enhance the flavor of the blueberries. So that's why I'm using that oil. Speaking of blueberries, when I did my apple pie pound cake, several of you asked if you could use like a pie filling or canned apples in that recipe. I feel like it would be okay. I just wanted to cook my apples. So what I've decided to do was use, in this recipe, blueberry pie filling. The can is already open because I put them in another bowl. And before I open this can, you guys, I thoroughly washed off this can. Make sure you use soap and water. Wash off these old nasty cans just like you wash your nasty hands. Right? Right. Wash out these old nasty cans because they've been in warehouses and on trucks and rodents and dirt and everything else has been on people's nasty hands. Y'all wash your cans off, okay? Because when you open it, just wash them. Wash your hands and wash your nasty cans. Now my oven is preheating to 325 degrees. And once our cake bakes, we're going to add a little cream cheese glaze to it as well, okay? So what we're going to do first, I'm going to talk you through this part so I won't have to try and talk over this mixer. I'm going to add my 3 sticks of butter first. Once I add my 3 sticks of butter, I'm going to turn on my mixer just for a few seconds to kind of mix up this butter, only about 5 or 6 seconds. And then I'm going to gradually add my sugar. You want to cream the butter and the sugar for about 10 to 12 minutes. Yes, I do set a timer because it needs to be creamy. You want that sugar to be silent, okay? Once the butter and sugar have been creamed, I'm going to add my eggs one at a time. Alright, so now that we've creamed the butter and the sugar, you guys are a little crooked, and we've added the 5 eggs, now it's time to start working on alternating our dry and wet ingredients. Let me start with the milk. I like to go on and add my extracts to my milk. That way, that's already done, okay? So I have a little bit of creme bouquet. Hold it up because you guys can't see that. I'm just going to pour a little bit of creme bouquet in. Then we have our vanilla. We're going to add about a tablespoon of vanilla. You guys, I'm not stingy with my flavorings at all. Now, as it pertains to the blueberries, I mentioned adding some lemon. I'm going to add a little bit of lemon oil to my blueberries. I didn't want to do a lemon juice because these blueberries, this pie filling has to stay. I'm going to do a drop full of lemon oil, okay? But this pie filling has to stay kind of dry, if you will, and it's not dry, but it can't be too runny. Because if it's too runny, it's going to mess up the cake. Alright? Can't be runny at all. So that's why I didn't want to do the lemon juice. And I would like to have a little tint to my cake. So this spoon I just stirred up these blueberries in, I'm getting ready to just kind of dip it in my milk. Dipping it in my milk, and none of it is coming off. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, I want my batter to have a little tint to it. A little bluish tint, or purplish. So I'm just going to add a little bit of it to my batter. And you guys, this is the kind of stuff I do. When I'm baking, I just do whatever it is I want to do. I experiment. And that's how you learn. Y'all experiment. That's the only way you're going to know how things will turn out, if you experiment. You don't have to do that. Totally not necessary. I'm just doing the most, as usual. Okay? So now we're going to start mixing up, adding the flour. You want to start with your dry ingredients, and you want to end with your dry ingredients. So I'm going to alternate the flour and the milk. You'll see me add the first little bit of flour. Then you'll see me add a little bit of milk. And then, I'm not going to show you that entire process. If you're interested, I do have a vanilla pound cake out there for beginners that you can check out. And that way you can see exactly how long. I'll show you that whole process, okay? But I'm going to end with the flour. And then we're going to be ready to go to the next step. Alright, now that we're all mixed up, I have already thoroughly sprayed my cake pan. With baker's joy. And that can of blueberries, you guys, was a 21-ounce can. I don't know if I'm going to use all of it. We shall see. But I think I want to... I think I want to just fold some of this in here. Okay. That's just what I felt like doing. Okay. All right. And now we're going to add more, but we're going to pour it into our tube pan and then just go from there. Okay, we're just gonna add some more. You see, I did get a little tint to my batter with a little bit of the blueberries. Get my spatula. Y'all know I can't leave this much batter in this bowl because I'll eat it. Okay. Let's just put a little bit more, why don't we? More blueberries, please. Okie dokie. We want to try to get it level. We're hitting the bottom to get these air bubbles out. Okay. All right. Again, we're going in a preheated 325-degree oven on the middle rack. And I'm going to start with 1 hour and 15 minutes. Alright, while we're waiting on the cake to come out, we're going to go on and do this glaze really quick. I'm going to use about 2 ounces of cream cheese. You guys, I don't measure when I do this. I'm going to kind of get it smashed a little bit or stir it up. We're going to add just a little bit of creme bouquet. You can add vanilla or whatever flavor you want to add if you're doing this. Vanilla is perfectly fine. Now we're adding powdered sugar. And I'm probably going to put at least about, if I had to guess, about 3 cups of powdered sugar. Oh, I forgot to grab my milk. And then we're going to add just a little bit of milk. Add it gradually, because once you put it in, you can't take it out. And if you get it too thin, then you'll have to add more powdered sugar to thicken it up. And for starters, I like to have it pretty thick, because that way I can just keep mixing it, keep stirring it, and I can get it smoother quicker if it's thick. When I do my glazes, I never use a mixer. I always take advantage of the opportunity to get a quick arm and wrist workout, because it doesn't take long at all. Okay, see, just that quick. Now it's smooth, but it's still too thick. See how smooth that is? And I didn't have to worry about using a mixer and then have to wash a mixing bowl and beaters again. And for those of you, if you're new to our channel and you don't know it, I do not like icing a cake. It's just too time consuming, so that's why I love a glaze. And when I get them really thick, it's like having icing on the cake, but I didn't have to stand there and do all that spread. Okay, so I usually do a thicker glaze to get a lot of coverage on my cake. Alright, just wait for the cake to come out in just a few minutes. Now you guys, I've had to bake this one a little longer. So it's been in the oven about 1 hour and 30 minutes, and I'm getting ready to take it out. Once I take it out, we're going to let it cool for about 10 minutes. And I know I had to bake it longer because of that blueberry pie filling that's in it. But I'm hoping that it's kind of, in some places where I did the blueberry pie filling, I'm hoping that it's kind of a blueberry muffin-ish kind of texture. Y'all know what I mean? Because you know, a blueberry muffin is not like firm like a cake. it's kind of moisty a little bit. So I'm hoping around where I did the swirl with the blueberries, pie filling, that it's going to be a little moist, just a little bit. Y'all, did that make sense? Anyway, I hope it does. Y'all got me into this. I'm always experimenting on camera because I love y'all. And I love to experiment. So I let it stay a little bit longer than I normally do. Wait a minute, let me close this oven door and then I'll show it to you. So see, it's purdy. So we're gonna let it sit and continue to cool and cook for about 10 minutes, okay? And then we'll dump it or flip it and go from there. All right, it's been 10 minutes and we are flipping this cake. Ooh wee. Look, y'all. Look at that. I love the little peaks of blueberry coming through. And now what I do want to do while it's warm, I'm going to heat up this blueberry. You're going to put it on for about 25 seconds. And I want it kind of hot enough to kind of pour it a little bit. So I just want to pour the rest of that over the cake while it's hot in hopes that it'll kind of soak in. Ooh, that's going to be good. And I like to try to do as much as I can in real time so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, that's not going to really pour too much. Well, not like I want it, but we're just going to go on and put that on here, okay? Can you guys see? Yeah, y'all can see. Blueberry cheesecake. You guys always have such wonderful suggestions. And then when I put the glaze on here, you know, it'll kind of help, I guess, hold these blueberries on here. You know, I don't want the glaze to slide. Or the blueberry pie filling. I don't want it to slide off, okay? So we're going to wait a little bit longer before I add the glaze because I don't want that to just run off because the cake is still really hot. Oh, and before I forget, you guys, you can taste that hint of lemon in these blueberries. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be some good eating. Blueberry Cheesecake Pound Cake with heavy glaze and extra glaze in the middle. The moment of truth. Let's see where we want to cut this. I'm going to cut it where I can see some blueberries. Hopefully. time.
What's this?
Blueberry Cheesecake Pound Cake. Okay, y'all look. See, that's what I was talking about. You see where you can see it's a little blueberry muffin, muffin-ish.
It's like a blueberry muffin.
Well, I wanted where I did the swirl or put the, because this is blueberry pie filling, and I wanted it to be kind of.
Let me see if it tastes like a muffin. I'm gonna
You're just so extra.
Listen, people, I'm gonna do this.
Oh, but see, y'all can see, look. Y'all see the blueberry? Look at that, y'all. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. It's good. And it's still warm. It's good. Wait a minute, babe. We got to get our thumbnail.
I got a thumbnail.
Y'all, he get on my nerves. Look at that feeling on the inside. Okay, well, he didn't lift up for the thumbnail, but anywho, and the extra glaze down in the middle. Yes, honey. Now, y'all don't have to do all that glaze. Y'all know I love glaze. I love a thick glaze. You can keep it real simple. May I just taste it, sir? Does it taste like, just taste it.
I didn't taste it.
Tell Miss Gilbert, we certainly hope you have a very, very happy birthday. She's turning 89 years young next month, so we certainly hope that you have a very happy birthday and have many, many more.
Was this Miss Gilbert cake?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
I was just doing, Miss Valerie wanted me to do it.
I was saying, now I'll take advantage of them young people out there to eat theirs, but I'm not going to take Miss. But it's good, guys. I'm telling you, I hate that I have to do this for the people.
Look at that right there.
And I really wish they would try it. But
open your mouth. Y'all want a bite?
Let me taste it for them. I'll tell them. Hold on. Let me taste it.
Anywho. All right. So thank you guys. We appreciate you all. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so when you shake something.
I'm tasting it for the people and all of them saying it's good. Yeah.
We already look forward to you joining us again next time.
Hit the nosy.
Bye. Y'all, I'm going to try my best not to eat any more of this.
I'm going to try my best to eat much of it as possible.
Because you know why. You know what you are, right? Bye, y'all.